Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete. Boy,
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
He'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Caught over the middle. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. The Hokies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Hokies pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Ball handed off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Hokies. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early. Third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And after the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Here's a quick catch. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The Yellow Jackets looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Ball's incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
They're going to go for it, but to keep the drive going. Fourth down and 7. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he released it. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Gain makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff. It's Bryant. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Third down after that running play. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll run it here. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards and keep this drive alive.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to pass. It's Cook. Running back has it on a screen now. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Eludes a tackle. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of his sticks.
Well, if you're quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Morton. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On the ground, try to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. looking for some space. It's Bryant. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a strong stiff arm. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. That run sets up a critical third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. The Hokies come to the line and start a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field. It's Cook. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He'll pitch it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they need 9 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time?
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On the run here, lets it go. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. trying for a fourth down completion. And here comes a deep shot. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Scanning the field, it's Cook. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Hokies will have to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will be fair caught. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? The pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Morton. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Checks this down to the running back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. A completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Here's the handoff running behind the big right tackle. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Hokies will crank up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Cook. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here comes a handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick this deep, begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Back to pass. It's Cook. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Get some space around the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Using his legs, it's Bryant. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield with the 48.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Inside the 35 now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on a play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I'd be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And after the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker.
He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him, makes a heck of a play.
He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. Looking to throw it again. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And that's a solid game for the defense, able to bring him down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking downfield, it's Cook. Receiver makes the catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
No problem, knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. On the run here, lets it go. Caught on the outside, it's Morton. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Yellow Jackets will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did.
Testing the right side here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? They'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st down, it's play action. And looking for a big play here. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter.
Virginia Tech 34, Georgia Tech 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
Let's go!
The shotgun handoff here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Hokies. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Yellow Jackets will line up on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's caught. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They'll try a pass here. He's got it near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you see your victory.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing. A couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
The linebacker shifting around now. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver, and the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's got enough for the first down and still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. What a huge moment. That long play wiped away by a penalty. The offense with a long way to go now. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they wrap him up and bring him down on what is the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.